came to entered public life 23 years back. So many seminars, so many activities, so many specific and specialized attentions from various governments. But even after so many years, I find that the problems still stagnate at the same level. I see daily myself, I have observed, we were minister 20 years back, all these water treatment plants across Yamuna, they were all established by our government under Madan Lal Khurana ji. We have seen talks and plans and monies being spent on the Yamuna cleaning and all that over the years. I think crores of rupees were spent by the earlier government in Delhi for Yamuna cleaning, but we see hardly anything happening. I have seen over the years a lot of talk about saving the Yamuna floodplains. I have known so many orders which have been given by the Supreme Court, so many regulations. Professor Chaudhary Saab talked about making laws, and maybe Ashutosh ji also talked about having some new regulations. There are already so many regulations. There are already so many laws which have already been made. But the floodplains are continuously damaged. The environmental specialists also, they try to raise their voice, they do their duty. They cry themselves hoarse, and at the end of the day we find that nothing actually changes. Fortunately, Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji started that movement for linking of rivers, and that what I means, as far as the Department of Science and Technology is concerned, I have been minister in this department for over a year now, and have visited almost 80-90% of the laboratories of the whole country. And there also, you see, this is a welcome effort in the sense that they are trying to synchronize the efforts of the various ministries and trying to catalyze this movement of synergy that should actually be there between the various departments of the government. Even in the scientific community also, I find that different people work for the same thing, but they probably don't have the type of coordination that is required. Even in the same city, in two labs, two people may be working on the same subject, but the right hand doesn't know the left hand. There is a government department next door, and we keep communicating with each other on papers, files, letters, and the communication continues for years with no solutions. One can pick up the phone, talk to the other guy, discuss, and then find out the solution and implement it. But that unfortunately doesn't happen. But in spite of all that, I can tell you that it's not the right time to be discussing that in detail. Our people will be there participating in this. That Science and Technology Department, our CSIR laboratories, and our Earth Sciences Ministry and Biotechnology Ministry, there are a number of issues on which directly or indirectly involve water, which directly or indirectly affect the, you can say, positive role of water, or which indirectly or directly in fact give us a forewarning about what's likely to happen if we are not careful about them. Our scientists have a very focused attention on all these issues, and Professor Ashutosh Sharma talked about it, whether it is the issue of mapping, whether it is the involvement of the surveyor, the department which involves with surveys and all, which is also under our ministry, or whether it is for the groundwater. And then the Earth Sciences Ministry. I've spent a few days in the Arabian Sea on our Sindhu Sadhana ship with my scientists, and I could see that the scientists are exploring the vast resources inside the ocean, whether whether they are the alternate sources of energy through the gas hydrates, or the capacity of the ocean to be a huge source of food and of course water. A lot of desalination activities have successfully been, you can say, established in various parts of the country, with water being provided at 5 to 10 paisa a liter. That way, and for the agricultural activities, Brain Singh ji mentioned so much about irrigation, flooding, and all those issues. I can tell you that right now the information that our Ministry of Earth Sciences provides to our farmers, and as on date, we provide information to 11.5 million farmers in this country through a text message or through using all the other tools of communication. And this latest report, which has come out from the National Council of Applied Economic Research, it says that that small intervention from the Ministry of Earth Sciences to the farmers in this country today creates a positive impact in GDP worth about 40,000 crores. This is only when we are providing it, we have been able to provide this information to only 11.5 million farmers, so that they can plan when they have to sow their seed. They can either delay it if they have a forecast about heavy rainfall. They can, you can say, preserve their water which they normally use through irrigation, etc., etc. So many things. And the similar type of information we try to provide to 1 million fishermen, and that creates another positive impact of 38,000 crores. And all this activity we are trying to expand in a big way. We are trying to create a movement in the country about it, involve more and more stakeholders, more and more NGOs to be working through the this Krishi Vigyan and Vikas Kendras all over the country, and to ensure that the fruits of science are delivered to the needy, and more particularly to the farmer and the fisherman. But what I want to emphasize today is that all this activity that we try to do, whether it is for the cleaning of Yamuna, whether it is for the cleaning of Ganga, or whether it is the water treatment plants, or whether it is treating the industrial waste and so many things, all these related fields, they are not going to be meaningful unless and until, number one, those people who are directly involved with this particular activity in some way or the other, for them, first of all, for them, unless this particular issue becomes a real passionate field. You see, unless we are able to put our heart and soul into what we have to do, a routine type of activity will not help this country. You see, we still are confronted with hundreds of problems in this country because we have become used to moving in a routine mode. We do an activity, we feel happy about the activity, we forget about it. But we never take things to the logical, you can say, successful conclusion of most of the things. And if there is an army of passionate people who are involved with the water issue in some form or the other, belonging to, in every ministry, some people have to be there at the state level, national level, and If this group of people also, while they are in this conference, if you do a genuine brainstorming amongst yourselves, I can tell you that you can all produce thousands and um, means innumerable brilliant ideas. And you can yourself pick up some of the most brilliant ideas that have been generated by your brain, and then work towards the successful accomplishment of some set goals. Each one of us means this I would say, I would call it a water passion family or whatever, has to develop a dream for yourself individually, for your group, for your department, for your ministry, for your state, or for your village, or for your district, or whichever place you think you belong to, and that place belongs to you. It is not necessary that everything has to be accomplished all over the country simultaneously. Even a small dream developed by a single person, and ensuring that in your jurisdiction area you convert that dream into a successful model of implementation which can be emulated by others, which inspires others to do good work. Number one, that will help. And the second part of the whole thing is that it is, apart from all this, what we are doing through science or through the Ministry of Brain Singh Ji, or through the Environment Ministry and the Health Ministry, etc., etc., that all is there, that has to be done. But a movement for water has to be developed in the mind and soul of each and every individual of this country. The 125 crore people of this country have to be involved in this. You see, since the time this water bottle has come, I see that so much of water is wasted all over the country, only in the government departments, only in the meetings. Everywhere you, today even in this room, you will see that so much of there was no need for this water glass with so much of water there. But this culture over the years, if I analyze the last 20 years, I see more of water being wasted in terms of the change in habits and the culture that we have developed officially, unofficially, or in the society, rather than being saved. So much of water is wasted, and every house has to become a storehouse or basically a movement house for not only water but for renewable energy. And I say that it has to become a solar powerhouse, it has to become a water conservation powerhouse. And for that, it is not necessary that we wait for everybody else to develop that. That can start from me, that can start from my family, that can start from my office, and culture has to change. So I will not like to go into the nitty-gritty, because all of you who are here, they are either engineers or scientists or activists in the field of environment, rural sanitation, agriculture. So you know much more than all of us. But I can offer Chaudhary Saab and all of you who are here, all our support from the Ministry of Science and Technology and Earth Sciences. About you brainstorm amongst yourselves. You try to list out what are the issues related to this subject which remain unresolved till date, even after 67 years, 68 years of independence. And what are the issues for which science can offer solutions. Personally, we feel that science has solutions to many of the unresolved problems. And that is what we have done in our ministries. We are trying to reorient the thinking of our scientists, our thinking of the working of our scientists, the direction and the focus of our scientists, and we are trying to connect them with the people's problem. We are trying to connect them with people and trying to tell them that apply the principles of first things first on what you are trying to do. It is not necessary that we produce a paper and put it in a scientific journal which is of no use to the people. What is important is that we try to diagnose a burning problem of the person or the society, and then try to find out how we can offer the help of science. A lot of scientific equipments have been developed by our scientific labs, which are now able to help the agricultural laborers and others, and the women especially, to you can say improve the quality of their work without giving less of physical burden to their capacity and capability. So this is where I would like this conference to work for next 2-3 days. You let us know what you want the Science and Technology Ministry to do over and above what we have already done. Plus, I think this conference should end with a new enthusiasm and energy to develop hundreds of new successful models for the conservation of water, for promotion of all positive things related to water conservation in this country, and small movements all over the country in the government sector, in the private sector, will certainly help India alleviate the sufferings of the common man related to water. This is with all my good wishes for the success of this conference, I finish and pray to God that we, at least in India, where we have a great ancient wisdom in all fields, including of course water, the type of water bodies that we have seen in our country, the type of architecture that we see in our ancient water bodies. So our ancestors were really very scientific about things. This is something which we have lost over the ages. This is time to rewind everything, review everything, try to restore that lost glory also. And I am sure that India Water Foundation can play a great role in restoring something out of that, and having a great future for all of us. Thank you so much, and all my good wishes.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words and motivating us to go on a new path altogether. I thank all of you guests, dignitaries on the stage for gracing this occasion. And the kind words spoken by all of you are very motivating and will surely give India Water Foundation a new impetus in fulfilling its endeavors. Thank you, all the guests. And I invite you all for tea outside. Thank you.